Premier Zille, my wife Cheryl, SG Penny Winterveld, senior officials of the WCED, members of the Western Cape Standing Committee, all dignitaries welcomed by the SG, ladies and gentlemen, and especially proud parents and learners. Good morning, goeiemorgen, molweni. What a beautiful day. Bit hot, but beautiful. 5 years ago, on the 7th of January, I stood at this podium with a speech entitled, Turning Disappointment into Opportunity. Given the regression of education in the Western Cape from 2004 to 2008, before this government came into office in 2009. Last year, I congratulated the class of 2012 for their quality performance after they succeeded in beating the records of all of our key indicators and targets for success. These indicators include increases in the numbers passing and candidates with access to bachelor's degree, decreases in the number of underperforming schools, and improvements in the numbers writing, mathematics, and physical science. This year, I'm pleased and proud to stand before you to congratulate the class of 2013 for their even more outstanding performance in the 2013 National Senior Certificate. It was a quality result. Well done to all of you. I should particularly like to congratulate those learners and schools that are present here today. Your outstanding achievement in the National Senior Certificate is something to be proud of. Julle verteenwoordig kwaliteit. En kwaliteit is wat hierdie staat beoog om te bereik wanneer dit kom by opvoeding, gepaardgaande met die ondersteuning van ons arme skole. In 2013 NSC, the Western Cape improved on its indicators of quality, particularly improving the numbers achieving access to a bachelor's degree. The Western Cape not only beat our own records in access to bachelor degree study, but also performed the best in the country in this regard. Increasing the numbers of candidates achieving bachelor passes is significant, as it demonstrates a steady improvement in the quality of passes within the system. Examination results are, however, not about numbers in isolation. They are about better life chances for our young people. It also means that more learners than ever before will now have the opportunity to apply for admission at higher education institutions. Achieving this opportunity should not be taken for granted. I was reminded of this when I visited Intlanganisu High School in Khayelitsha last Tuesday to congratulate them on the release of their National Senior Certificate results. During the ceremony, the principal, Mr. Tsemesi, was handing out candidates' results individually from the school stage. Then a young lady came onto the stage. She was handed her results and she left the stage smiling. While walking back to her seat, she realized that she had not only passed the National Senior Certificate, but had achieved access to a bachelor degree study. Well, what happened next bordered on mayhem. She ran and jumped to embrace her friend who was sitting on her seat, knocking over chairs and some of the other candidates. They both fell over onto the floor in an excited embrace. I was also delighted to see the candidates going and hugging and kissing their teachers. This young lady knew what this achievement meant. The initial excitement turned into emotion as she repeated in a bewildered gaze outside the school hall, "I've got a bachelor's. I've got a bachelor's." I'm pleased for her and all the other candidates that achieved access to a bachelor degree. I sincerely hope that they all make use of this opportunity and that their hopes and dreams come true. Altogether, 19,477 candidates qualified for bachelor degree study in the Western Cape. This is 3,158 more quality passes in 2013 than 2012. Terwyl ons daarop trots kan wees dat meer as 40% van ons kandidate toegang tot B-graadstudie verkry het, weet ons dat hierdie uitslag nog verder kan verbeter. Sedert 2009 het die totale aantal kandidate wat kwalifiseer vir baccalaureus toelatings jaar vir jaar geleidelik toegeneem het van 14.324 in 2009 tot 19.477 in 2013. We are determined to continue with this upward trend. Another area of which we can be proud of is the number of subject distinctions achieved last year, many of which have been obtained by the young people that we have in this venue with us today. The class of 2013 achieved 22,208 distinctions in 2013 compared to 19,264 in 2012. This is an increase of 2,944 distinctions. 9,087 candidates achieved the 22,208 subject distinctions. This represents 615 more candidates than in the previous year. 396 candidates achieved 5 subject distinctions. 326 achieved 7 subject distinctions. 147 achieved 8 subject distinctions. And 28 candidates achieved 9 subject distinctions. That is a lot of bright young adults. And that is what makes your being here today such an achievement, as the competition is obviously very fierce. Terwyl individuele kandidate uitgeblink het, het so ook baie van ons skole. As ons kyk na die uitslae, het ons skole 'n paar aansienlike verbeterings getoon. Van die 431 skole wat die 2013 nasionale senior sertifikaat skryf het, het 306 van daai skole 80% en hoër behaal van die vorige jaar, waar daar 263 was. 204 skole in totaal 'n slaagsyfer van 90% en hoër behaal, 'n toename van 179 in 2012. 159 skole in totaal 'n slaagsyfer van 95% en hoër behaal, 'n toename van 138 in 2012. 89 'n 100% slaagsyfer behaal van 65 van die vorige jaar. At the same time, the number of underperforming schools continues to decline, with 23 schools achieving less than 60% compared to 26 in 2012. Our results across the board show that the system is qualitatively getting better and that our strategic and systemic improvements are proving time and time again to be successful in increasing the performance levels at all of our schools. Every school should aspire to achieving and improving on quality. We will continue to expect our academically successful schools to achieve good results. At the same time, they need to assist our other schools to improve, especially in our poorer areas. We're already seeing some of our individual schools in poorer communities taking the lead in this direction. Schools like COSAT in Khayelitsha, Spine Road in Mitchell's Plain, and Imizamu Yetu Secondary in Tembeletu in George are but a few that come to mind. Ek wens al die skole geluk wat vandag hier vereer sal word. Of julle uitstekend presteer het in individuele prestasies, julle slaagsyfer verbeter het, of aantal slaagsyfers wat vir B-graad studie kwalifiseer verbeter het, elkeen van julle streef die bereiking of verbetering van gehalte na, en daarvoor verdien julle om geluk te wens en vereer te word. Thank you to the principals that have met and improved on their targets for 2013, as well as our educators who had successfully prepared their candidates. To each of the individual award winners, thank you for your hard work that you've put into your studies. I wish you all the best for your future success. To your proud parents and guardians, thank you for supporting your children throughout their school careers. Thanks must also go to the educator unions, the governing body associations, universities, and various education organizations for the role that they have played in supporting the efforts of the Western Cape Education Department in 2013. I include in this group the Western Cape Education Council, represented here today by Prof. Nazima Badger. 'n Groot dankie aan al 8 van ons distrikdirekteure en hulle personeel vir hulle toewyding en ondersteuning aan ons skole dwars deur 2013. U bydrae tot vanjaar se gehalteprestasie het nie ongesiens verbygegaan nie. I'd also like to thank the department's examinations team for their excellent approach in overseeing these exams. I'm especially grateful for your contribution in ensuring that the Western Cape achieves a credible, quality result. As many of you are aware, the Western Cape is the only province to have made use of competency testing in selecting and appointing markers in our key subjects. This is important as it ensures the highest possible standard of marking and that the results in the Western Cape are a fair and accurate reflection of the abilities of our candidates. We are confident the Western Cape will continue to yield sustainable and credible improvements in the quality and number of passes in the years to come. If we continue to work better together, we can improve on the class of 2013's success.